Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is March 16, 2023. All right, so as you see here, candle opened up and came down majority of the day in the morning, Asia, London, brought it all the way down, got into this wick here, didn't take the low, and got into a 1 hour demand block there, and then shot up. All right, let's go into a smaller time frame. Let's look at the 1 hour. And you'll see here very clear. I pretty much outlined this yesterday, but this was a deep retracement though. Got right into this block right there, right? Almost to the open, which what I was kind of waiting for, but I didn't need it. And took out liquidity, which was this candle here and this candle here to the left where my cursor is. All right, and then got into that block, and then your target is, well, they created this short-term lower high, and then we had that short-term lower high, and we had this real lower high. So I mean, look, price came to it like a magnet. I mean, you see it. I like I said, watch previous videos, but this was a very high target, and then price reached up and then grabbed that. All right, and then that's where we're at right now. And let's go into a 5 minute, which you're not really going to be able to see here on a 5 minute, well, which you can, but take a look here. Also, so price opened up and then came up and then came down, got that, took care of that imbalance. I'm going to delete this here. All right, and look to the right. You see how this low got protected, but this low didn't. It's minute, but it really came back into this imbalance. Look at this. Look at this imbalance right here on the 5 minute. This held as support. See this imbalance, which is yesterday at 1:10 Eastern time. Look, this held very nicely right there. See that tap right there? And then this is that 1 minute, I'm sorry, this is that 1 hour block right there, down block, right? So that being said, let me go into a 1 minute because you can't see it, but you'll see that price gapped right there on the 5 minute. Let me go into a 1 minute. Actually, 2 minute was how I saw it as well. Sorry, I know this screen sucks. And then you'll see here. So take a look here. So this took a loss here. See when it bounced here, came up, bounced back here. All right. And then it took out those lows. So I was like, okay, cool. That was the liquidity I wanted to grab, or some type of grab. And then price came up here. All right. So this did not break that, and the body stayed in. So this wasn't a good trade. I need to go to 1 minute, sorry. So this wasn't a good trade, but the risk was very small, and it was a loss, not a big deal. I was pretty much thirsty. So, because it's like now the time is like 10, you know, look at the time, 9:50, 9:52. See how it came back in, and then, but didn't pan out. So anyways, price came down, tapped. All right, but no order flow, came down, no order flow, came down, got into that, more reasonable, took out a low, and then watch price action very carefully. You'll see here that price came up, takes out that high, which is what I want to see. So we swept below, and then we went above, all right, and then we came back in with this down candle. Now that down candle came in, that's pretty much your step one in general. Your step two is a second break, right? You don't have to do a second step, but to be safer, you want that order flow. So look closely. This closed, and then the price gapped. That's at that 5 minute gap. So it gapped up and came back in this block. You're an automatic buyer as soon as it taps this block. Your low is right under there. But I mean, if you want to be on the safer side, you can what am I on, 1 minute? You can use the 5-minute block. So if I go back to a 5-minute block, you'll see here, where are we at? Oh. You see, so that's the 5-minute block right there. And then there is that gap, and the price came back in and taps it. You see that? Perfect. You're an automatic buyer. Now, back on the 1 minute, it's a little bit different, but same idea. Watch carefully. You'll see that price gapped up, like I said, came back into the block. Boom. Now, comes back and tests it again right there. You can see this, I think, on a 2-minute better. Hold on a second. Yeah, see this here? Look on the 2-minute now. So the 2-minute comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down again into this, right? And if you're paying attention, look at the higher lows of each 1-minute candle. All right, structure is in these 1-minute candles. You wouldn't have structure on a larger time frame. It wouldn't even get there unless you had some type of structure on the 1 minute. Me, I've been focusing on the 1 minute for years. So, you know, other people think I'm crazy, but like I look at this as major structure, even though it's not major structure, right? Don't take it literally. Anyway, so that's the order flow. Perfect, nice. And you take the buy because you got to sell here. And oh, I didn't draw this, did I? Excuse me. So you're going to see me do it now. So this is a lower low. And this is a lower low. Okay. No, I apologize. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. This was, I thought that was YM for a second. This is a higher low right there. And this is a higher, well, sorry, I'm on a laptop. This is a higher low right there. And then this is your, this is your lower low, and we'll change that to red because that's your that's a lower low. That's your divergence right there. So this was the signal to buy as well. See that? So you got everything working together in harmony, and the dollar was not helpful. The only thing the dollar was helpful for was that it was, if you look on the daily chart, we're looking for the daily candle to kind of retrace back into the previous massive candle. So if you know it's a down candle for the dollar, then, and it's not pretty, it's, look at it, it's like very ugly. But when it chops like this and it's in consolidation, then you will see futures move. So anyways, back here, where are we taking it to? Well, we've already discussed that, right? We've already said that we're going to take it. We had this high here. Here, I need to go to a 5-minute. You'll see here that we had that high that they made in Asia. Okay, that's definitely target 1 here, but my target happened to be here. So I took 80% here. All right, and then the rest ran for that high right there, and then now I need to get back out to a 1 hour, and as you see here, what do we have left? Well, we got a shit ton of imbalance in there, so this can get very strange. I mean, obviously this to me is still a target. This daily imbalance that hasn't been filled. We have news on tomorrow, Friday, 10 o'clock, sentiment. So that should take it in here, I believe. Now, it depends. When I say watch Asia and London, look at this. I mean, that's a lot of movement for Asia London. Look at this. This past week was Asia London, just massive moves. So I mean, I could tell you something. I've been pretty much accurate on where it's going, but Asia London has its own mind. So that being the case, again, we just tapped this and we took it out. We literally took it out, right? So we have that high next. All right, I'm just gonna move it. All right, this is deleted. This imbalance got full, and that was a nice move though when they got into this imbalance and they move all the way down. Looked like it was gonna take out this low, but again, we have that imbalance there. We have that high right there, and then so on. So anyways, that's framing the day, meaning if the price came, if it made a short-term high here and we have already this liquidity taken out, is it going to come back again? I don't see that. Why? Because there's too much liquidity here plus the imbalance, and we had an imbalance up there, and that never got taken care of. So that being, we're on the low end of the range as of now. It's accumulating. This is accumulating. All right, so that being the case, now we have this imbalance here. Can we retrace back into, well, it's support, it's holding, and it's got an agenda. Obviously, you see where it's going. But can we come like this first and go back? I don't know. I now kind of don't see that happening. Let me go on the daily real quick. And so on the daily, you see we took out that high. Now that's next. Could that be protected? Could this chop now? Yes, it can. It could chop more like this even. So I don't know, but the next target on the upside is here. That's all I can tell you. And the next target on the low side is definitely at this open, this wick, or just these lows all together. So it's going to be interesting because right now we're just sitting here with a big bullish candle. So obviously you're going to maybe want to go up to the top side. But Asia London, it all depends what Asia London does. So that's all I can tell you. All right, I hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.